What's up, sports world? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, which means it's world class Wednesdays on your ones and twos. Y'all already know where this is going. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all the phenomenal sports platforms, social media platforms. Of course, the best in the world is here. The best in the world. Of course, I'm Andre the Torch Robinson, the fire starter, in the building with my guy who is Mr. Coffee Talk. I call him Mr. Tea Time sometimes. Uh, Mr. Friday Night Lights himself, Mr. Alphabets Football Talk Show, Mr. Marcus the Alphabets in the building. Marcus, what's good?
What's goody, family? I hope everybody's doing all right out there. I know we're doing this at a different time here, but get y'all's asses up in here, get you something to drink, and it's draft season. We got 3 weeks until the draft, 22 days exactly, April the 23rd to the 25th in Pittsburgh. So we're gonna do a little mock drafting tonight and get y'all's ass up in here and let's do this.
It's a good thing to have the other brother from another mother, the one who's all the way across the goddamn United States, continental United States for me. I don't know how far he is away from Marcus. Uh, I
As
mean, it's
far as
probably a haul because Texas is big as hell. But nevertheless, you got Texas, New York, and Portland, or well, you got Oregon in the house. My guy, Mr. Off the Richter scale itself, he's still off the Richter scale.
Mhm.
Mr. College astute, Mr.
Yeah.
Student of the game.
Mhm.
Will Richter is in the building. What's up, Will?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? I appreciate the welcome and I appreciate the intro. It's lovely and rainy out here in Oregon today, so we enjoying some lovely Oregon weather as usual. And it's nice to branch this place out from coast to coast. Think about it that way. Just more experience, more people to touch out here.
Well, we got
Absolutely.
Texas, New York, and Oregon in the house. So, I
Hmm.
mean, we're covering the whole U.S. So, if y'all like talking sports, y'all like talking draft talk. That's what we're going to mainly focus on here tonight. Get up in here, add and like and share the show, tag somebody, and get up in here and keep the comments coming. We'll try to read as many comments as possible. We're not going to have a call line tonight because we got a lot of work to do. We got to go through three teams. Go ahead, Torch.
No, I was saying a lot of work. I was
Yeah,
doing the Flavor
yeah,
Flav right now.
yeah,
I'm Flavor
yeah.
Flav and I'm ad libbing you. Yeah, absolutely.
We got South Carolina in house. Do me a favor, y'all. We got South Carolina here. Put in the
Gamecocks,
comment
Gamecocks in the
US
building. Y'all know
the
it's March
other US.
Madness still. We'll talk about that later.
That's right. That's right. Put in the comment section where you're watching the show at. We're gonna try to hit all 50 states, man. Put in there who where you're watching the show at, okay? And if we have time, we'll try to. If you want us to mock your team, what we'll do, we'll do a mock draft with your favorite team, and we will come to a consensus and try to draft you uh, do a good draft for you. All right, get you an A+ draft.
Sir, what's up? Shout out to Yog in the building, Rob in the building, Dalton's in the building. What up? Texas is in the house. Jay Andre's in the building. What's good? Chris, what's good? Deborah, what's good? Shout out to all you guys. Kansas, Texas. Let's get all 50 states, like he said, in the building, like the alphabet said, in the building. Now, let's get this thing kicked off. We got to get this thing kicked off. We got a lot of work to do. NFL mock drafts. You got three teams here. You see them highlighted. Will Richter will be doing the Buffalo Bills. Marcus the Alphabets will be doing the Dallas Cowboys, and I myself will be doing the best team in the entire world, the Green Bay Packers. I'll be doing the Green Bay Packers for sure. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time, a fun time. We're gonna do 5 rounds. 5 rounds. All right.
Mm.
With
So
trades, with trades, with
with the
trades,
trades, by the way.
with
With the
trades.
trades.
So it's going to
Okay.
be fun. Tell us what y'all think. We'll show you the players that are available for you, and we will come to a. Will he's going to do the Bills. I'm going to do the Cowboys. Dre's going to do the He's going to do the Packers. And what we're going to do, before we make our selection,
Say my
we're
team
going
like
to
that.
ask you, what you think.
Put some
What?
enthusiasm on that when you say my team. Okay.
Yeah,
I heard the lack of
hey,
enthusiasm.
I
You
like
said
the
my team.
Packers. I like
Okay.
cheese. I like Packers. I like cheese.
No, you
man.
don't.
So
No, you
I
don't.
do.
No,
I
you don't,
do.
Chicago man. No, you don't,
do.
Chicago
I
man.
do.
No,
I
you don't.
do. I do.
Oh, yeah, sure you do. Anyway,
So
yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
so we're gonna do 5 rounds. Okay. If with this here, pfsn.com, y'all can do these as many as you want. It's free. Just go to pfsn.com, mock draft simulator. That's the engine that we're using here. There's other places. You got pff.com. We're using pfsn.com, and you're going to see trades popping up on here. We're going to look in there, and we're going to make our decision. After that, we're going to grade the drafts. We're going to ask you all what you think about that, and we're going to go from there. This should be fun. Like and share the show. Get people up in here. If we got time, and you're like, hey, let's do one for the whatever other team real quick. We can't do, obviously we don't have time to do all 32 teams, but if there's 3 people that say do a 49er draft or do a Rams draft, we'll try to do that for you. Okay. So 5 rounds, we try 7's too long. We'll be here.
Don't get to them today, Marcus. We could just do on shows coming up too. We
can. We'll be like we already did, and then we'll post the results up in the group. In the group, just like that. So, without further ado, we are going to talk a little bit about a few things. I did something on Coffee Talk the other day. We are going to talk a little bit of. We're going to talk NBA MVP, and we're going to talk the dilemma about whether O.J. Simpson deserves to be in the Buffalo Bills Wall of Fame. Okay, we'll get to that though. But right now, this is what we're going to do. And if we got to do other shows, Dre, he can come on Alphabets or come on Coffee Talk.
We at some point got to address these refs, by the way. At some point, these refs, the conversation on referees need to be addressed.
No doubt about it. No doubt. I did a piece on that the other day. Shout out to my guy, Dwayne Woodley. He's working on that. And calls for everybody. I think we all can agree that we just want the game called down the middle. Okay? That's what we want. That's all that we want. We want the game to be called fairly. Okay? So without further ado, the computer is going to draft for the teams that we're not drafting for. So we don't have any control over that. We're just going to pick from what is left available. Okay. We're BPA, need. If Fernando Mendoza, he shouldn't be. But if Fernando Mendoza's there at 26, I don't think that the Buffalo Bills are going to draft Fernando Mendoza. So we're going to use some common sense here. BPA, a mix of BPA with need. We're going to look at values. You're going to see, look, we don't have any control over this. Is computer. The computer is going to throw something out there. They might throw us a bone and offer us a lot for a pick. And if so,
AI generated.
It's AI generated. So we don't have any control over this. And we'll ask you all what y'all think. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So without further ado, Dre, you know what it is. Pick the 3 teams. 5 rounds, and then let's do it.
There goes Fernando. Okay. There goes Ruben, David Bailey, Carnell Tate, Sonny Styles, Cam Amu, Arvell Reese, Jamon, Jordan Tyson, Caleb Downs, Dylan Thieneman, and Dallas. You've been offered a 4th rounder and to flip 1 spot back.
Yeah, 2027 4th rounder. Not that I get to use it this year. So go to that next there. I'm going to look what else. It's somebody. It's right above the reject. That next there.
Right over it. Next.
Yeah. Yep. Good. Let me
Carolina is offering 19 and 51 to go up.
Okay. So I don't have a 2nd round pick. I don't know if y'all noticed. Dallas does not have a 2nd round pick. That's a long way to go. We do have 2 first rounders. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to move down 7 spots.
Because now he's drafted back-to-back at 20.
Now I'm drafting back-to-back at 19 and 20. Okay?
So now what are you taking at 19? because I know you're going to address this.
I'm not moving down again. I need to get me a player here. So reject. Just hit that reject on all the reject.
Wait a minute. Baltimore offered you the 45th overall pick, the 80th overall pick, the 115 overall pick, and a second.
Yes. And I don't get the pick. Yes. I got to still pick. Look, I still got to pick good players. Look, I got back-to-back picks right now.
I'm picking now. You might want to see the next one, though.
So
27 to 58.
So reject
a sixth rounder. They want to move up 7 spots to go up and give
I'm not interested. I already moved down. I already moved down 7 spots. So I'm good. Reject all of that. I get to pick again right after this anyway. Reject. Okay, so this is what I got on the board. And it tells you what you need, what our needs are: cornerback, linebacker, safety, edge, offensive tackle. Now I'm looking at Keldrick Falk, Peter Woods, Spencer Fano, Ione, Proctor. Wow, I got wiped out. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that.
The list there. Yep.
No,
I'm thinking you need to go defense.
No, you gotta scroll. I don't know if you have a touch screen, but this scroll. Yeah, there you go. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, let's go. You're so I'm looking at. I need a corner and I need a linebacker. I am going to roll with CJ Allen. I'm going to pick me a linebacker. I need somebody to call my defense.
That's not even yeah, that's true.
I'm going to I would look, Sonny Styles, I don't think he'll last there long. So I picked CJ Allen here. So I had back-to-back picks that I traded down from 12 to 19. I'm not interested in moving from 20 to 41. I'm not interested in that. I already have a second-round pick because I picked up my second-round pick when I moved from 12 to 19.
Okay, so that was rejected.
So reject all of that. Not interested. Nope.
Wow. 2/3. Second, 2/3, and a fourth.
I'm good. So reject all of that.
Philly wants to trade with you and give you a second next year and their 23rd pick.
I will never.
They have somebody they want really bad.
I'm not trading with Philly and helping them at all. I'm not helping. So reject all that. Let's see what else we got over here. So I'm looking over here. I got my linebacker. Let's scroll down a little bit more. I need an edge. I'm seeing a bunch of off. Akeem Mesidor. Go ahead and get me Akeem Mesidor. Now I don't like this because he's 25 years old, but I don't have time to wait around. So we'll see. So Buffalo, we are at Buffalo. And if you look there, oh wow. The LA Rams are offering to move up 1 spot and give you a
61, which will be the first of the third rounders. That's still a long way. We don't have a 2 this year. Can I see what the other deal is?
It's the last pick.
It's the
last pick it's the last pick in the second round. Right?
No, 60 is the last.
Before 64. So it's the end of the late second rounder, just to move up. Just to move up 1 spot.
It's a little more intriguing because now I get a 2 this year, a 2 next year, and I get a 4th rounder.
Yeah, you're not picking for 20 spots. You're not picking till. And remember, you don't have a second round pick. You don't have a second. There's no second round pick. That's your pick for DJ Moore. So you don't have a second round pick. Daryl Gilliam says, take that pick. This is super unrealistic trade offers, though, is it? Look, there's people.
No, that's pretty realistic. Otherwise, I'd be looking at a first next year.
Look,
a late first.
You said that that's unrealistic. Let's put this in a box. Last year, to move up 3 spots, the Jacksonville Jaguars moved from 5 to 2 to get Travis Hunter, and they gave up their first round pick for this year to move up 3 spots. They gave up their first round pick for this year to move up 3 spots. So that is very when you're they're like, we want Travis Hunter, so that's what they gave up. So
the Bills and Chiefs made a trade last year. The Bills made a trade with the Chiefs last year. They moved back 3 spots, and they got an extra third and a 4th or 5th the next year, and then they traded that extra pick with the Patriots to move into number 31 or 32, like number 33, and drafted Coleman that year as well. They used that capital and flipped it.
They're also showing the point differential. Your pick is worth 223 points, and what they're offering is worth. I don't think it's worth it because you're moving down 20 spots, man.
I would probably go.
And I'm not trading with the Ravens. I'm not trading.
What's the other previous trade? The one with Jacksonville.
Can you go back to that previous trade, Dre? The one with the Rams. I think it was moving up 1 spot.
I think the Rams is probably closer to the Rams value.
I think that's a good. Now look at that. That's 302 versus 67. That is, you're winning that trade point wise. They're just asking to move up 1 pick, and they're giving you the late one of the
last ones in the 2nd round, and they're taking one of our 4th, like one of the first of the 4th round.
That's your third. That's a 3rd rounder.
That's taking our 3rd, but we can work with that because I got a bunch of 4th rounders I can shuffle back into the 3rd round with.
So you want to roll with that and move back?
Let's do this one. I want to trade back out.
Okay. We'll move accept that, and Dre, go over there to that green button there. Accept. All right. So Broncos, you just moved back from 26 to 27. They're offering.
Wow.
I get moving back. That is a long.
62 is a very long way. I don't think I'm looking at this one. Yes, the value is there, but
that Chiefs pick, the Chiefs. You thought the Chiefs had the 27th pick?
No, I was talking about a trade they made last year.
Okay. So I wouldn't take that trade. I wouldn't take this trade.
I'd like to see the other 2, but I don't think that we're going to be doing.
Let's see what else they got here. Somebody's offering some more goodies.
Since we're getting so much play, Arizona's looking at
You would move out of the first.
That gives you 2 seconds for that first and whatnot, and that's fantastic value there. And what's the last one offering? Just to see.
Next there, Dre.
The Giants are offering.
Giants are offering you
next year.
Next year. That's next year, though.
I'm considering taking the Cardinals pick, taking that Cardinals trade and getting out of the 1st round because again,
going out the 1st round. Okay.
I think I'll take that Cardinals deal, and I'm going to slide back a few more spots.
Okay, so let me see here. Ron, I see you. Daryl Gillen, what's up, bro? I thought Chiefs had the 27th. Casey Concepcion should be the pick. Remember, the Chiefs traded Trent McDuffie to Rams for a 1st round pick. So
I don't need another.
What did you want
here?
Okay.
Casey Concepcion is another Khalil Shakir. I do not need another Khalil Shakir.
Okay, if you take the Arizona pick, you're right in good position to take a wide receiver and edge rusher. So let's go ahead and do Dre. Go ahead and accept the Cardinals offer.
Trade.
Buffalo's moving totally out.
That one
totally out. Go ahead and accept that one there. Moving totally out the 1st round. So here we go.
I wanted out of the 1st round because Bean does not do well in the 1st round. So I'm going to move on.
All right.
I'm not going to accept any more trades. I'm just going to move on and I'm going to make my pick. I'm going to look through.
Okay.
I'm going to see what the wide receiver rooms look like and see what offers we have. Like what are offense.
So go ahead and deny that there. I don't want to move down
trading.
No more. All right,
I'm not trading with the Chiefs to give them.
So Dre, go over to offense. Anyway. Go over to offense there where you see it above Kate McDonald. There, go to offense. Go to wide receiver. Let's see what wide receivers are on the board. Click on wide receiver there.
No, click on the little wide receiver icon. That's going to tell us.
And it should put up a. All right, look at that, Will. Look at that,
Chris Brazell.
There you
Funny
go.
How we were just talking about that. I think that's who we'll take.
I agree about KC, though. He's one of the best wide receivers in America. Okay. So that's who you want, Brazzle?
Yep. I'll take Chris Brazell.
Okay. Chris Brazzle. Go ahead and take it. All right. So here we go. Let's go. We're still in the 2nd round here. We're moving around 2nd round. Here we go. R. Mason Thomas, edge rusher. Let's see. Wow, he made it. All right, so my Cowboys are back on the board. Jacksonville is trying to make a deal with me. What is that? 124 to 130. They actually win that trade. But let's go ahead and reject that. I'm not interested in that. I got my linebacker. I got my edge. Broncos are offering me 62. I'm not interested in moving down anymore. That's okay. Go ahead and reject that, Dre. All right. So what do we have here? Go back to all. I want to see all the positions there. I got my linebacker. I got my edge. Let's see. Let's see what we got here
right now. And scroll.
Let's see here.
Lee Hunter, Keith Abney, AJ Halsey, Pragnon. If you need a guard, if you're looking for some interior play.
Can we scroll down? Let's scroll down a little bit there, Dre. Let's scroll down with all of them. If you could just scroll up a little bit here. Let's see what we got here. All right. There we go. Keontae Scott. I'm taking him. Keontae Scott, 4'3", cornerback, speedster. I'm taking that. All right. You were right after us, Dre. Jacksonville is offering you to move back.
So I get that I might win this trade a little bit because of what they're offering. They're offering me more than what I'm giving them.
And they just want you to move back 4 spots. They want you to move back.
Yeah, they want me to move back 4 spots.
And you're going to move up. And you're going to move up 60 spots on that second pick.
They want to give me an early 4th round as well. Yeah, they want to give me a
third for a second.
I'm actually going to take this. I'm actually going to take this because 60 spots, early 4th is better than a late. What would that?
And just to move back 4 spots, and then you get to move up.
That's even a late 3rd, even if it works out right. I think that's one of their comp picks.
Yeah, I'm going to accept that.
All right, so
then we're going to go down. Okay,
now here we go. All right. So
Denver wants to give me a 5th rounder in 2027. I don't care about that. Nor do I care to move down 6 more picks.
The value's just not there.
So originally, my first target was going to be Chris Johnson from San Diego State.
Go ahead and reject that, Dre. And let's see if he's still around.
He's not. Chris Johnson is gone. I've seen it already.
Okay,
he got took off the board already.
Okay,
Chris Johnson is off the board. I can tell you that for a fact.
Okay,
yeah, he's off the board. So I was going to take him because he's a high priority target with top interior zone coverage, very disciplined press ability. But there is 2 Ohio State corners that I also was looking at too. And he's actually up here. Davison is up here. Definitely. I'm going to take this right now instead of waiting. I'm going to go ahead and take that corner right there from Ohio State. We know Ohio State secondary has been pretty good in past as well. Now
I'm not taking a trade right now, so you can reject all trades.
We're back on Buffalo at 61. Houston wanted to trade with you.
No,
we're rejecting that. Let's see what we got.
Defensive end or edge. I need an edge rusher or a linebacker. So let's go look at the edges to see who's up. I'm not impressed. Let's move to linebacker.
Danny Sutton from Penn State, pretty good. You said
linebacker. Let's look at the linebackers look like. Let me see who the top linebackers are.
Ooh. Y'all got my guy. They're offered. My guy's still there.
Corner.
You got Josiah Trotter. You got Anthony Hill Jr. You got Josiah. That's Jeremiah Trotter's son.
Yep.
Aiden Fisher. I wonder if your boy from Oregon's there too. He's probably still there.
I would imagine he'd be there too. Betcher's down there a little ways, but I can get him a better value later on. Yeah. I know he's going to be there in that 3rd round, 4th round. I'm not risking that one. Let's go to corner. Let's see if there's some good value at corner at this point. I think there's still a corner or safety there that could grab.
Scroll back up, Trey. Let's see what we got here. Anything? Muhammad from Texas, Abney from Arizona State, Tacario Davis from Washington.
What about safety? And I'm eyeballing Abney, but I want to see what the safety looks like and see what the safety.
Let's see the safeties, Dre. Let's see here. Let me read some of these comments. Chris Bell is a fit for us too. Cassius Howe, edge rusher. Trotter.
Cassius is gone. He's already off the board. He went to the Rams
What's he
3
going?
picks earlier.
Okay.
I watched it. Trust me, because I was going to grab him if he was still there.
Harold Perkins. Daryl says there's mad defensive talent right there, yo. I'm not sold on Oregon pass rushers. Okay, so what you got?
I'm going to go take the corner there. I'm going to go back to the corners, and I'm going to take my corner at this point. I'm going to go fill my cornerback room. I'm going to take Keith Abney from Arizona State.
Abney. Okay, he's the highest rated corner left. Go ahead and take that. All right. We're moving into the third round. Bills have the first pick
again,
in the third
round with that 65th pick.
All right.
Not worth it.
I don't think you want to move down anymore. I mean, some of these guys are like, we want you to move down 40 spots. Yeah, I wouldn't be interested in taking any of that.
I'm going to go look at offensive guard.
All right,
I'm going to go look at offensive guard now. Oh, look at that. My guy is there. I'm going to take Jennings Dunker. That guy is
Iowa. Oh, wow.
I'm going to take
the gold Iowa kid with the mullet.
And he made a mark. And I'm going to take Jennings Dunker to help build that offensive line. He might not be a starter, but he's going to be a phenomenal rotational player in his first year. And that's what I'm looking at. He's going to be able to fill in game 6, 7, 8 when we have an injury that drops us.
All right, here we go. We are at pick 84. Dre.
I am not. Yeah, so I'm not interested in this trade.
Any more trades?
Okay. Thanks a lot. By the way, Will Richter, being off the Richter scale, took the guy who I wanted in Dunker.
I would have went a whole different direction. Got you.
He took him. I had him. I was looking for him. I was like, damn. We'll go with the next best offensive line play. I like offensive linemen from Oklahoma. They've been decent, but I'm also going to look. I'm also going to scroll just to see what else we have here. Oh, Alabama, we got Jaden Roberts.
You got Bo Stevens, his running mate there from Iowa. That's a good kid. Bo Stevens is good.
Stevens, I'm looking at that.
Shrouth from Notre Dame. That's a good kid. DJ Campbell.
You are watching the World Class Wednesdays. This is our mock draft, 5-round mock draft. Cowboys.
Once you start getting the 3 and the 400s, these are late rounders. I wouldn't go anything lower than
definitely late rounders. So this is what I'm gonna do, because we're gonna go by best available, just because again, you want the best product. You took the first Iowa guy, so I'm going to take the second one. I'll take Buell Stevens.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Still in the third round here, moving to Dallas's third round pick here. I'm not interested in any more trades. I'm good. We can reject all of that. I'm going to stand where I'm at, and I'm going to make my pick. We can go ahead and get up out of there. Go back to all. I want to see. Now I'm looking best available player. Dre, if you can go to all, I want to look at all of the players. Get out of offense. Just go to all. Scroll up a little bit. There you go. You see that all right there? All right. Ooh. Look, I really like Javonte Williams. I thought what he did last year was incredible. Coming back, kind of got ran out of Denver. He was 1,200 yards last year. I like Katron Allen. I'm going to go get me a running back here. We've gone very heavy on the defensive side. Dallas had the worst defense in the league, but I'm going to go get a weapon here. I want to have a running mate with Javonte Williams. I'm not really sold on Jaden Blue. Last year, he was a healthy scratch on a few games. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take Katron Allen right there. Katron Allen, running back, Penn State. You start getting here, you're trying to find the value. Green Bay back on the clock, pick 100. Dre, talk to me.
Pick 100.
Tex-
Houston wants to offer me 106, 6 spots down, and 167. I'll look at the next trade. Ooh, Baltimore wants to offer me 154,
The rest
162,
of their
Man, they want you to
draft.
move. They want you to move a whole round.
173,
Move out the
174,
round.
They want you to
211.
move out the whole next round and then some, but they're going to give you everything else they got. I think that's the rest of their draft.
So, Lord have mercy. That means I could get 5 picks out of that 100
You
and give
use
them a
those to
7.
bump around anywhere you
Man,
wanted.
that's a long way to go.
That's a long way. Originally
way.
my pick was at 160. Originally it was 160. I got up to 100. They're giving me 154, 162, 173, 174.
Yeah, you're going to skip the whole fourth round.
Just a quick sidebar, Dre. When you look at the Packers, what would you say? You know, we talking best available player. What would you say is a need? When you look at Micah Parsons, he's coming back off of a torn ACL. What would you say right now? You lost Rashawn Gary.
I do have an edge in mind. I do have another edge rusher in mind to draft. I also have a offensive left tackle to draft as well.
Okay.
Pretty kind of trusted.
I can't hear you. You're moving away from the mic, family. Can't hear you, family.
Jackson Jr. He actually was a pick that I had in the mock draft for the Bills. And because I feel like Will Richter took my guy earlier, I do kind of feel like I owe him the favor of doing that.
Okay.
Do what you need to do to get through these trades and then pick your man.
Is usually good for the gander.
We'll see if he takes the guy I'm thinking I want to take.
Actually, going to take at 100 right here.
Okay.
Another Penn State edge rusher.
Ooh. Very nice. That got to hold down the fort until Micah gets back. I could definitely see that. I wouldn't be trying to rush Micah back. They've already said he's probably going to miss the first month of the season. So I get it. Did it freeze? Did it freeze up? Oh.
It is you, sir, at the Cowboys.
It's me? All right.
Yes,
so there were no
trades. Nobody wants to move up to 112 for you. So you're happy right where you are. You're going to be picking.
Now I got my running back. I got my edge. I got my linebacker. I got my corner. Now I'm gonna jump back over to the defensive side of the ball. This defense needs a total overhaul. Bud Clark, TCU safety. I'm gonna pair him with the safety that I just got from the Broncos. Bud Clark, TCU. I'm gonna go ahead and take him there at 112. 98th ranked player. Go ahead and take him there. TCU. Bud Clark. Let's go. All right, we're in the middle of the fourth round here. Go ahead.
They want to
back
give
on
me
the clock.
142 and 144. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this pick. I'm going to accept this.
Okay.
And y'all can go ahead.
All right, I'm at 126. All right.
Deborah Beatty, I would trade all our draft picks for Myles Garrett.
All right, Buffalo's up.
I'm sure you would.
All right. I need a defensive tackle. I think this is where I can find my guy in the defensive tackle zone. I think this is where we're looking. So D tackle. I'm going to look through. Yep, there he is. Number 175, Dante Corleone from Cincinnati.
All right, here we go. Still moving on, sitting in the 4th round. We got one more round to go. This is a 5-round mock. We're look at the 49ers there to back-to-back picks. All right, we're jumping to the 5th round. Green Bay back on the clock, 142. You had grabbed all of those picks in that last trade. All right, let's go. What we got?
Rejection on that one. Now, let's go to the offensive tackles. I want to look at offensive tackle real quick. Online tackle. So now let's see if my guy is
Markel Bell still there.
Or did they take him already? Yep, he's already gone.
Out of there.
I know he's not this far down.
Okay. Yeah. Like that Markel Bell, man.
Overton from Alabama.
Okay.
But he's not there right now. So let's see here. Let's go and look at edge. Give me defensive tackle.
Nick Barrett, Rayshon Denny. This is the last round of this draft that we're doing, and we'll post that.
We'll post while he's sitting there. Ephesians Prysock, that kid had a hell of a he had a hell of a combine. Devin Moore had a good one too.
I know you would love me to get the Washington guy. You are a Washington guy, and you know already because you were there, right?
I was there at the combine. I watched Prysock run. Prysock did all the drills. He had a fantastic day.
I'm going to trust my insider right here on that. I'll take
Green Bay up again with all them picks that they picked up.
Look at this. All these picks. Lord have mercy. Here we go again. 156 trying to offer me. They got somebody in mind, but I'm going to reject it here. And then I'm going to go ahead because I still want to find our tackle, and I'm going to go with at 121. I'm going to go ahead and
I think I'm going to surprise some people with my next pick.
Clemson.
Okay. Moving through the 5th round here. My Cowboys are up here. I've done pretty well. I've got me a running back, got me a corner, got me a linebacker, got me an edge. Let's go here down. I'm looking for developmental type players here. Look, I got 4 first-round picks on my offensive line, but you can always. I would like to try to find me. Let's look at a receiver. Let's look at a receiver. Go over there and look if there's any receivers left there. Offensive tackles. I don't really see anything there. Let's go over to the wide receivers, Dre. Let me see if I can't find me a developmental guy. George Pickens on a franchise tag. Scroll down a little bit on the receivers there, Dre. I'm trying to see if I see anything here. Nothing really.
Dribbling's not a bad one you could work with out of that Ole Miss program. You can scroll down a little bit more.
Nothing really catching.
I'm looking.
I don't really see anything there. Let's go defense. I guess we'll look at a defensive tackle. I do have Kenny Clark. I do have Quentin Williams. I think you could in that 3-4 defense. That's what we're switching over here to. Scroll down there on the defensive tackles, please, Dre. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with Rayshon Benny. Look, Dallas has had bad luck with Michigan defensive tackles, Taco Charlton. But we're gonna go ahead and give him another chance, man. All right,
Looks like
we're
Buffalo's
moving.
going to sneak in here at the end.
I think there you go at
There goes
168.
Sean Stribling. Um, Dre, can you go grab into the offense and move to the quarterback position? Because this is where I'm starting to look for a new backup quarterback.
Wow, Drew Allar, he's still there. Penn State.
Carson Beck is
Carson
still
Beck.
there too. Cade Klubnik is still there. Sawyer Robinson, Luke Altmaier is still there. From Baron Morton is still there.
Who's the backup quarterback now? Mitch Trubisky's gone.
Shane
Who's the
Buechler.
backup?
Shane Buechler, because
Oh.
Trubisky moved on. He is no longer our backup quarterback. So this is why I'm looking at this and I'm going, you know what? I'm going to take Drew Allar at 174 as my new backup quarterback. What's it harm at this point? We're in the 5th round. And that's value right there. That's a fantastic grab, because you know what? If I know that Allar can play games and he can stay healthy, things are going to go well if Josh goes down.
No doubt. Cowboys back up. Look, I already have Joe Milton, and I just picked up Sam Howell. I'm not going to go developmental quarterback. I'm going to go back to that.
Heinrich.
What we got?
The Navy kid. The wide receiver. They've got him listed as wide receiver. Eli Heinrich.
I'm gonna take a flyer on it, Will. I'm gonna take a flyer. The Navy kid. Go ahead and pick him for me, Dre.
I like that. That's
I don't know if he even makes a team. We got another 5th rounder, and at this point here, you're just throwing darts.
How about a tight end? How's your tight end room look? Is it a little thin?
We have Ferguson. Let's go to that tight end there. Let
me see what the names are, and once we get there,
scroll down a little bit. I'm not taking another Michigan tight end.
No. Keep scrolling.
Nothing really catches my eye there.
No, I'm not seeing any of the names I'm looking for. The only other one is a Michigan kid, but
no. Let's go tackles there. We'll look at tackles again. Look, at this point here, you're taking dart throws, or throwing something on the wall, see something. I'm going to go with Keegan Trost there. Again, these guys here generally 5th round picks. These guys are just dart throws. Okay, that's it.
Everybody, that's it.
So, Drake, can you screenshot that? Screenshot the.
Actually, I mean, it'll be on the show, so you can just clip it. Clip the bills. Clip this.
Okay, so after it, we'll make a reel for it. Look, these are the draft picks that we got: Bills, Packers, Cowboys. Go on there, give us a grade, leave comments in the comment section. It'll be up there. Okay, so if you're interested in doing something like this, go to pfsn.com. Go up in there. It's free. You can do it as many times. You can do it as many times as you want. Also, every year I do a competition. Whoever do your first round mock drafts, put them in the Alphabets Football Show. Tag me, and whoever gets the most right, I will send you an Alphabets Football Show T-shirt in the color of your favorite team. We had 2 guys last year that won. They got 8 right out of 32. Now, with those, there are no trades. Just go in there and pick straight up, and whoever gets the most right, I'll send you a T-shirt. So there's your mock draft for the 3 teams there. We're going to move on. The next thing that we wanted to do, we're going to talk a little bit of NBA. All right. Now, we're in the middle of March Madness. Dre's going to talk a little bit about that. But NBA, we wanted to talk a little bit about MVP. Now, look, this is very subjective. And as you know, the new rule with the NBA is you got to play at least
65
55
games
games.
minimum played.
Okay,
65
so
have to
some
be
of
played in order for them to be
this,
qualified.
they're doing these rest days and load management or whatnot. What we're doing now, look, you got to play games. So some of these guys are right on the cusp of being ineligible. William Richter, I'm gonna put you up here first. Who's your MVP right now? If they were doing the MVP today, who you got? And
I'm
why?
gonna put SVG. Oklahoma City.
SGA.
To understand what he's doing down there is just beyond the beyond. He had a full season last year, played all the way through, and he's still averaging 30. He's still putting up the numbers. He's carrying that roster with nobody on it. I'm looking at it going, there's nobody else. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that guy right now. Now, I am going to throw a caveat in here, and Dre may or may not appreciate it, but so where's where's my love for buddy out in Boston, my guy out in Boston, Mr. Jaylen Brown, who's carried that Boston Celtics squad to the second seed with no Jason Tatum, and Peyton Pritchard is the only guy, and being able to do the things that they needed to do and keep winning without Tatum until the last few games. And even then, when he's out, he's still the best two-way player in the game right now. Period, point blank, hands down. So that's where I'm sitting. I'd like Jaylen Brown to finish in the top 3, but I don't know that he will. But I think he needs to get given a little bit of love and a shout out. But I think SVG is pretty much your MVP.
SGA.
Or SGA, sorry.
You said SVG. Okay. I'm going to roll with Luka. I'm going to be a contrarian here. I'm going to roll with Luka. What he's doing now, he's leading the league in scoring right now. What he's doing over there, I think a lot of people, even though he plays for the Lakers, a lot of people, because of, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people may disagree with this. I think there's an East Coast bias, just like there is in college football and a lot of the other sports, because of the time differential. I think a lot of people don't get a chance to watch players on the West Coast because of the time. You got to understand the time difference. Some of these games on the West Coast, they're starting at damn near midnight on the East Coast. Luka's leading the league in scoring, 33.8 points, 34 points a game. With the Lake show, LeBron in and out. He can't stay healthy. He was, Austin Reeves is probably the second best scorer on that team. I'm going to go with Luka. I like what he's doing. I hate that he went from Dallas to the Lakers, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go Luka. What you got, Dre? And why?
Listen, I just had to throw a ginger chew in my mouth because what I just heard from you two is absolutely sour patch, a bunch of Sour Patch Kids stuff. The diatribes was good, but Sour Patch nevertheless. And because of that, I'm going to throw up your actual MVP.
No.
And the actual MVP should be this man right here.
Defensive player of the year, yes. Defensive player of the year, yes. MVP, no.
MVP, absolutely Victor Wembanyama. Right, here's why. I'll go from the 3 scenarios that I already had a conversation with someone about earlier in the week. And the first one is, do we remember the time, and I'm not talking about Michael Jackson, okay, when what was our synopsis on foreign players? What was our view on foreign competition? The United States would go over there and just kick
inferior and soft.
Right.
Inferior and soft.
We've seen that kind of, and not even really kind of. We've seen that gap between the U.S. and foreign countries diminish in a major way. If you watch the last Olympics, you watch Steph Curry have to have a phenomenal last 7 minutes of that basketball game for them to push past France. So you got some of these players now that are foreign that are leading the league, just like to Marcus's argument about Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic leads the league in scoring. Unstoppable, right? Unstoppable guy, plays for the Lakers. His only issue is that he doesn't play enough defense. The Lakers doesn't have enough defense. And the Lakers also were below 500 team at one point in the season.
They're still fighting for the bottom end of the pool. This is an award that's given to a top 4 squad in either conference.
So
hence
the Lakers right now are number 3 in the West. Lakers are number 3 in the West. These three guys are 1, 2, and 3. You talk about SGA. You said SGA. Last year, phenomenal guy. Led the league scoring. Finals MVP, regular season MVP, won championship. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little disparity that I see when it comes to SGA. SGA and Luka Doncic both go to the line at least 10 times a game. I just recently watched a basketball game.
That's their game.
SGA went to the line 25 times.
So Bam Adebayo going 45 times to get his 83 ain't that bad, huh?
You know what? Bam ain't even in this conversation. You lead at the age. You let her train and deal with his performances, sir. You don't bring Bam Adebayo into this conversation because he ain't nowhere near in the conversation.
Are we shooting for Bam now instead of Kobe? Is that how this works?
Bam at all. We ain't shooting. It's still Kobe. 24/7, 366 on a leap year. Okay. Now, with that being said, though, getting back to the disparity, we just watched in yesterday's game a referee whistle SGA for his patented push off at the elbow. And people are now kind of wondering when the playoffs come, will referees start calling that? Because he is known for doing that. And he's also known for getting those foul calls when he's done that. And it goes against the other team. The third thing I also want to bring up is the fact that there is a certain thing in media called recency bias. We've seen this before, where a player has won MVP, and because they've won MVP before, they decide, we want to give it to somebody else because we're tired of giving it to the same player. That I hold in consideration. The last part that I hold in consideration is about my guy. Now, I've talked about you guys for about 5 minutes now. You Sour Patch Kids and your picks, your Sour Patch MVP picks. I gave y'all 5 minutes of time, so now I have to give my guy just a few minutes, and this should be real simple. Number 1, Victor Wembanyama went to an organization that was straight dog shit. Let's keep it real. Straight boo-boo cheeks. What did he do? This year, make everybody better on the team, and including Stephon Castle, by the way, who last year was a okay player, but this year has been an even better player. Even better player. Okay? We got people talking about the San Antonio Spurs might have a big 4 now. The only big 4 I knew about that was anywhere close to that was Flau'jae Johnson. Okay, the big 4. Shout out to her. Big 4. But now this year, we're talking about San Antonio with a big 4. The San Antonio Spurs have also went 25-2 in the last 27 games. Can you tell me another basketball team better in that span than the San Antonio Spurs? No, don't even think about it. Don't bring up Jaylen Brown. I totally get it. I respect Jaylen Brown totally, but this is not downtown Julie Brown. We're not going that far. It ain't that deep. He ain't in the conversation. He may be a top 4 guy who should be a top 3 guy because of what happened, and I agree with you on that, Will. He should be a top 3 guy. But, again,
his numbers say he's as good as Wembanyama right now.
You know that's going to be tough with Nikola Jokic, right? Nikola Jokic is always around in that top 3 because of his triple-double prowess. Nikola Jokic is a triple-double prowess, a triple-double machine, and he plays for a great team, and he's won a championship. So there, when you talk about championships, they're both even in that perspective as far as championships. So what else do you look for? You look for impact. Nikola Jokic is an impact player. Does he play better defense than Jaylen Brown? No, but the impact that he gives is seen far and wide at his position more than Jaylen Brown. And I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's okay, but that's what the media shows me. That's what the media tells me on a day-to-day basis when it comes to Jaylen Brown and when it comes to Nikola Jokic.
Jaylen Brown clown on the media all the time for stupid stuff they say.
Yeah,
so they
but
say
Jaylen
stupid
Brown
stuff right now, saying that Jaylen Brown is less than Nikola Jokic. Yet he's averaging more points, more assists, shooting a better field goal percentage.
Correct. Absolutely.
And he's led his team to a better record than Denver is right now.
Hey, listen again. Jaylen Brown has been questioned in past, though. You have to remember that too.
No, he wasn't. The only one that's been questioned is Tatum.
No, sir. They questioned Jaylen Brown. Yes, they did. Definitely. Him and Tatum, they both questioned. They've both been questioned as Boston Celtics players. Absolutely. They've definitely had that allure about Jaylen Brown, which doesn't help him. But now back to Victor Wembanyama. The other thing about Victor Wembanyama, too, is the fact that he plays 29 minutes a game. For those who don't realize that a basketball game is 48 minutes, and this man plays 29 minutes and has the San Antonio Spurs in the second best record in the entire league, you can't name another top 75 player on this team. Name one. You can. Name another top 100 player on this team, on the San Antonio Spurs. You can't. They are a young developing team, and they're tops in the Western Conference, which is a way harder conference than the Eastern Conference, for one.
So it's not a cakewalk? No,
it's not a cakewalk. It's not a cakewalk.
Okay.
25-2 is unprecedented sometimes. If I took 25-2 and broke it up 3 times, the San Antonio Spurs record would be 75-6. That would be NBA's best all-time record if we did that.
Even better than the Bulls. Even better than the Bulls. Even better than the Bulls and the Warriors.
Yes. That is a hot. That's not just hot. That's white hot, and at the right time as well. There is something else to be said about Victor Wembanyama, that's the fact that he has beaten SGA multiple times already this year. In fact, the kryptonite on the Thunder is the Spurs. The Spurs have the Thunder's number. So we also have to take that into consideration when we talk head-to-head. Just like we talk about Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in pass on head-to-heads, we have to talk about Victor Wembanyama and SGA in head-to-head.
So here's a question for you, Jay, to think about and ponder. So who's the best odds to win the NBA title right now at this point?
So you're the champs until you're not beaten. I tell you, I already know the answer.
The Boston Celtics being that number 1 spot. They've got them rated right now as the number 1 team to win the title right now.
And guess what? Hey, you know why? I tell you why they got the Boston Celtics rated as the top team. Ready? Because of what they just did the other night to what they did the other night to Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Again, head-to-head matters.
But they've been like that for 2.5 weeks now since Tatum came back and he put up that 35 the first night.
But in this case, when we talk head-to-head, Jaylen Brown isn't on this MVP race, updated race. So I understand, again, Jaylen Brown, I'm not against Jaylen Brown. I can only tell you from what I'm looking at, what I hear in the media, left and right, what I know, what I watch, that Victor Wembanyama, who plays 29 minutes per game, a foreign player, by the way, once again, who everybody, and I told somebody this too. We got to stop this whole thing with, oh, well, he's a foreign player. Oh my God. We got to stop that allure. That allure takes away from a player, to be honest. It's almost like saying, oh, it's unbelievable. I can't believe a foreign player is playing so well. As if like they don't.
Do you think that there's still a stigma on that when you look at? And I'm just saying this. Look, hang on though, and let me tell you where I say this. When you look at some of the foreign-born players that I think that there's been foreign-born players that have kind of broken that mold a little bit. When you look at Dirk, when you look at guys like,
I think that they have broken the barrier somewhat.
Yeah,
I think that
Tony Parker.
I think we've got
I also think
Tony
that
Parker, Yao Ming.
Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, but I do think that there are still media pundits out there who literally still ride the stigmatism wave of
Greek freak, Giannis. I mean,
we should be out of this at this point. You understand? We should be out of this at this point. This shouldn't even be. This should be a moot point at this point. Victor Wembanyama should have been the very last of the last. There should be no more stigmatism after this. There should be no more conversation of, well, this is a foreign player, and as I already alluded to in my diatribe earlier about how they felt about competition when it came to the U.S. in foreign countries. And that's where that stigmatism came from. You have to get rid of that. It's time to let that go. Victor Wembanyama,
I think it's been
like anybody else.
I think earlier, especially maybe up till with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team, the 92 Dream Team, Olympic team, when they first started letting NBA players play in the Olympics. But I think we've seen some of these Olympic teams get their asses whipped. And then and some of these, was it the FIBA games? We've seen American teams get their asses whipped.
Trying to whoop us at times.
Yeah, so I think. Look, I know in America we like to think that we're indestructible and unbeatable. And look, there's been great stories in sports. The men's national hockey team beating the Russian team back in the day. But there's great athletes all around the world. We need to start giving them their just due. So this is an ongoing debate. We'll keep up with it. There's no wrong answer. This is our opinion on this. I'm sticking with Luka. Will, he's going to roll with SGA, and Dre's going to roll with Wemby. So we'll see what happens. There's still some games to play. We got playoffs and all of that.
What I said about Wemby. 29.8 minutes per game.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
You only play 60% of the game.
Yeah, you're sitting out a quarter. You're sitting out more than a quarter. You're sitting out more than a quarter. So, last thing we wanted to talk about tonight here to get ready to wrap up this show.
Marcus, one last thing before we get to that thing. It's most valuable player. If I take Wemby off of the damn Spurs, see, I was being nice. And I feel like I can't even be nice about this anymore. If I take Wemby off the Spurs don't win 20 games this year.
If I take Jaylen Brown off the Boston Celtics, do they win more than 10 with only Peyton Pritchard?
Again, you're naming Jaylen Brown, and I totally agree with that. But once again, for the sake of argument, Jaylen Brown is not on this list, and you didn't pick Jaylen Brown. You picked SGA.
And even if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't on that list, do the Thunder win 20 games? Because right now there's nobody on that roster. They've all been out.
Do the Lakers win without Luka? Do the Lakers win games with Luka?
I think the Lakers win without Luka, but it's not much more than what they are right now.
With LeBron? With 40-something-year-old LeBron.
Marcus. We saw when Luka went down what the Lakers offense looked like.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So again, this is all subjective. We'll keep tabs on this, and we'll revisit this in a few weeks. All right. And finally, the last thing we want to do to get ready to wrap this up. Look, it's we always run out of time. We're kind of like on a time, time limit here. I talked about this a little bit on Coffee Talk a couple of days ago. I have my thoughts on this. I have a reel coming out on this, but as a person who lives in Buffalo, as a person who's a Buffalo Bills fan, and a person who has been called a Buffalo Bills hater that I get all the time, I want y'all's thoughts on this. We've talked a little bit about it offline, but I wanted to get it on wax. It's easy to say things behind closed doors, but I like to see where people's stance is on certain things. So, Will, I'm going to let you go first. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it very briefly because I've already done a piece on this, and it's about
Marcus
to be
is
up
not
on my
slick,
TikTok.
by the way, y'all. You see how he tried to draw that up? Let's draw that up the right way. We have a Bills Mafia fan in the building who wears Buffalo Sabres shit, even though he's all the way across town. His new team, by the way, we got a new rule. If you move, that's your new team. So his new team is the Seattle Supersonics, who's coming back to the NBA, and the damn Seattle Kraken and the damn Seattle Seahawks. He think he's slick with that Cheshire Cat smile of his, that damn college professor smile. He think he's slick. He ain't. So you got a Bills Mafia fan over here. You got a closeted Bills Mafia fan over here that has a star on his joint that's been a fan of the Dallas Cowboys for forever. And you got a Bills writer, a Bills beat writer, a reporter who has been questioned on his fandom for the Buffalo Bills.
And a Green Bay Packers fan, and a Green Bay Packers fan, and a Green Bay Packers, and a Green Bay Packers fan.
Let me tell it.
He disappears faster than anything as soon as they miss the playoffs.
Stop it. Yeah, that's a lie. Anyway, and a Green Bay Packers fan, okay? But you have you have those three things, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Marcus,
a Green Bay Packers fan who was rocking a Buffalo Bills scarf,
absolutely,
gloves, and one of them big puffy hats.
That's
with
right.
The wool ball on top of his head.
Well, listen, we'll wear New York stuff and not be a Yankees fan, but that's okay. He don't understand the culture here in Buffalo. It's okay. It's all good, though. It's all good.
It's all good. A fan is a fan.
So, I can't even believe you having this conversation, though, Marcus. See, here we go. I told you, Marcus do this once a show where he gotta try to incite some type of rage, sports rage, out of us, asking this damn question about O.J. Simpson. I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about this. Oh yeah, I'm interested. I got a piece coming out. So and then I got attacked the other day. Where are you? I'm going because this is news, because this has been a debate that's been going on. Look, if it's something that's in the news and people have a bunch of opinions about it, we're going to talk about it. So as you all know, the Buffalo Bills are moving into the new Highmark Stadium in the next few months. There's a controversial figure out there. First off, before we jump into this, who's the three greatest Buffalo Bills of all time? I'll let y'all answer that. Like, y'all would be more privy to that than I would. Who's your top three Buffalo Bills players of all time? If they were building a Mount Rushmore of Buffalo Bills, and look, I think what's on Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5? I think it's 4.
4.
But top three Buffalo Bills players of all time. Who is it?
I said Bruce. The juice is loose. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I said Juice.
Yep.
Bruce,
okay.
Juice.
Kelly, Thurman.
Say Jim Kelly.
See?
Okay. Kelly, Thurman. Okay.
And it's the same 3 I have. It's the same 3 I have. I have Bruce, Juice, and Kelly. Like, it's
so
and Thurman's right there. And Thurman is like, it's the toss up between Thurman and Kelly. It really is that close, where you're sitting there thinking deep about who it is. Joe Ferguson could be on that list if you want to make it a 4th, but like you got to go pretty deep back to go figure those out.
Okay. So the Bills are moving into the new Highmark Stadium in a few months. They'll be playing their first game there, moving over to a new building, high state, uh, high tech new building. Uh, and there's been this debate, ongoing debate. But O.J. Simpson recently passed away a couple of years ago. And some people are torn on this, whether O.J. Simpson should be in the Wall of Fame, not the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. There's nothing that they can do about that. They've already said they don't take people out post career accolades, post career troubles. So my question to the panel and my question to everybody watching, Buffalo Bills fan, you don't have to be a Buffalo Bills fan to have a opinion on this. Should O.J. Simpson be on the Wall of Fame in the new stadium? William Richter, go for it off the Richter scale. What you got?
Go first, Will, or you want me to go first?
I'd like you to go first because I have my opinion, but
All right.
I'd like to hear yours.
Well, sports fanatics, sports enthusiasts, I'm sure you've all heard the saying, when you get dealt lemons, make lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
See this? I've been making lemon juice the whole show. That's how I feel about this damn argument. This is absolutely buffoonish. This is not new news, by the way. This is not news at all. This is what I call absolute buffoonery. O.J. Simpson is a Hall of Famer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yet he's not on the wall. Yet he's not on the Wall of Fame.
He was, but they removed
at a stadium.
They removed him when he went to jail.
Funny. He's one of 3 players to have 2,000 yards in a single season. By the way, he did it in 14 games, not 16. He did it in 14.
There's 8 players actually at 2,000 yards, but go ahead.
But he's only one of like 2 that have done
it. There's 8 people that have done it.
But there's
no. I'm saying I know there's 8 people who've done it. I'm talking about in the span of 14 to 16.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I mean.
Okay, gotcha.
With that being said, now I'm the type of person, I don't like skin deep shit. I like to dig to the root. So let's get to the root cause of why OJ is not on the wall. If we are still talking about Nicole Brown Simpson in 2026, I'm gonna need you to go get a new hobby. I'm gonna need you to go find something else to do. Move around, as they say. Because number one, he was not guilty, for one. As many people will sit up here and say, well, your opinion is he's guilty. In the court of law, he was not guilty. And on top of the fact, as somebody who works in law enforcement, I am one to say, if you have to trick up evidence or fuck around with evidence to try to build the narrative, then that must mean that there is something not right with the situation that you see. And that's the reason why you had to go ahead and tamper. Anytime you tamper with some shit, I am automatically the person to turn the other way. Because if you had a clean cut case, you wouldn't have to tamper, right? Okay, that's one. So then I look at the city in general. Well, Richter, you lived here, so I'm sure you understand clearly when I say this, and I mean this with all due disrespect and respect, that Buffalo is one of the most racist and prejudicial cities in the entire United States.
Can be, depending on where you are in the city. There's spots where it's not, and others it is.
There's always a depends on where you are, but as a whole, this city is racist. So what do we do? Interesting. We're gonna hold O.J. Simpson to the fire for something that he was not charged for. And then I go one deeper. Marcus the Alphabets, you've never heard this diatribe, but it's time to put it out there because I'm not afraid to do it. And this is no disrespect to anybody's race But interracial relationships, we see aplenty. And there is nothing wrong with interracial relationships. But I find it quite funny that in a city that is most racist, Thurman Thomas, interracial relationship. Andre Reed, interracial relationship. O.J. Simpson, interracial relationship. You know what's funny about that? That
Biden.
pattern. Andre's on the wall, and so is Thurman. But OJ ain't. Why is that? Because the consensus in this racist city see OJ Simpson as someone who killed a white woman and a white man, which should speak volumes to who owns the stadium and the connection of the team. Interesting how I can make this go full circle if you like. The Buffalo Bills just had an opportunity to move the stadium to the city. Did they? I thought it was the Buffalo Bills, not the Orchard Park Bills. Every other major city you see has football, baseball, basketball, all in the same area. If I go to Chicago today, I guarantee you I can find the White Sox Stadium, the Bears Stadium, and the Bulls Stadium, all in a
Bear
5
Stadium might
mile.
not be so long.
Well, you got
finding
two.
that
You got
number.
two. The Cubs and the White Sox ain't in the same. They ain't in the same spot.
No. We're talking about stadiums. We're not talking about the quality of team. That's here
No,
nor
I'm
there.
saying the Bear Stadium might be in Indiana here in about a year and a half or two.
We know. We know. But we're talking about right now as it stands today. They're
And
all in the
Kansas City's
same
and
proximity.
Kansas City's
If
going
we
to
go
Kansas.
to Indianapolis, if I go to
Kansas City's going
Indianapolis, the Colts and the Pacers.
So I got to go to Jersey to go find the Giants and the Jets.
In the same area. The New
Giving
Jersey
you a hard
Jets,
time.
Giants,
That's what we can do.
New York City market still. We don't the city we know.
Oh, Foxborough works though for.
I'm talking about specifically Buffalo. Buffalo. I find that quite funny that OJ's not on the wall. Oh, well, we know why. But we also have seen the pattern of what we call white prejudicial movement. It's not the only thing that has been prejudicial. The not move to the city was prejudicial. Let's be clear. Okay? So I don't find this a shocker. And to me, this is not news. This is what I call, once again, buffoonery. And anybody who likes and is okay and stands up for prejudicial bullshit is a buffoon themselves. So if you think that O.J. Simpson shouldn't be on the wall, I hate to break it to you, but you might want to get rid of that buffoonish behavior. That's my thought.
Okay. Off the Richter scale, what you got? Go. Got 3 minutes.
I love the fact that Dre has put it out there in such a manner. But
thank you. I'm sorry for laughing like that.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree to a point, because I think that when we look back at the things that have gone on, do Andre and Thurman show up all the time and support the Bills? Have they been doing that since they left? Have they been doing that since they've been gone?
They live here.
Yeah, cool, huh? Funny how that works. Hey, where was OJ after he retired and after he went in the Hall of Fame? After he made his Wall of Fame appearance?
Back in Cali.
Oof.
Back in Cali.
Hey, Moose, never to be seen again, even after all that stuff. Never to be contributing, never to be giving anything back to the community of Buffalo. I wonder, maybe that's why he's not on the Wall of Fame at this point. Why did they take him off? Why did they take him off? Because he was on the Wall of Fame, but they took him off. Go look. He was on the Wall of Fame many, many moons ago.
I got pictures of it.
They took him off when he went to jail. and because he was giving a black eye to the organization at that point in time when they thought that that was the case. Not saying that's right or wrong, but this is what they've done. So now the conundrum is in the Bills organization. Do they put him back in or do they leave him out? They are building the family circle with all the plinths and everything else that go around the outside. You can sit next to Thurman and Andre and Jim and Bruce and all the other greats that are sitting there. Does OJ have a spot in there? I'm not mad if they give it back to him. I'm not mad at that. I understand why, as a fan, that if you put it just as a football perspective, the man has earned his right. He's a Hall of Famer. He's got the resume. He's got all the things. But I understand a subsect where you could go, what has he done for Buffalo in the 25 to 30 years after he left where he's given nothing? Even Daryl Talley comes back from time to time. Biscuit was coming back after all those years. You still have some of the greats like Marshawn Lynch, who didn't even retire with the Bills, coming back to contribute. Fred Jackson.
Shady McCoy.
I'm just trying to get you to understand. Maybe
McCoy.
Are we not giving back to this community the way that they want to show that, hey, this is where it goes? I'm not saying that that's the right or wrong mentality or the right mindset to have, but this is what people are thinking. I'm not saying that it's the right call. I'm just putting out a third possible ideology that this is where things can be thought and paused. I'm not saying. I'm okay with OJ going back in.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Hold on, Marcus. No, hell no, and no. I like your culpability case. It sounds cute, and you know what? To be honest with you, you said that smooth off your tongue, and to be honest with you, you would actually, if you wrote that up, it would be people who would bite that shit like a dog in heat. And I'm gonna be honest with you. So you did a good job because you almost sold it. But here's where I debunk that shit now. Marcus the Alphabets, another topic we need to have outside of the fact of referees is politics in sports. Mm-hmm. We need to have that conversation and stop mixing the two. And stop freaking mixing the two. Because that's exactly what this sounds like. Hold on, let me tell you. It sounds like we mixing politics and sports. Because let me debunk that, and I will go to my own team and debunk this, what you just said. So OJ shouldn't be on the wall because OJ didn't contribute to the city of Buffalo. Well, number one, first and foremost, this city is known for taking whatever funds and resources that most people offer and end up doing buffoonish shit that has nothing to do with the community any damn way. So why are we charging OJ for that? Number one. Number two, I didn't know that OJ was obligated to actually have to give to the Buffalo community. He already gave his years of service as a Buffalo Bills running back. He's not obligated to give anything, number one. Number two, that's number two. And number three, let me bring it to the Green Bay Packers. See, I believe in a parallel universe, and this is so synonymous. Hey, Marcus. Have you ever heard Brett Favre give to the community? Because last I checked, that mother was over there stealing damn food stamp services from Mississippi in the mud, and I ain't heard him give shit to Wisconsin. Should he come off the damn wall too? Because he damn sure ain't gave nothing to Green Bay. When the last time you heard Brett Favre gave anything to the Packers community, by the way, which is a team owned by the community? When? Yep. I'll wait. Go ahead and Google me if you don't believe me. Should he come off the damn wall too? Because I'm just wondering. All shits and giggles.
So here's the next question. Does Aaron Rodgers get on your wall of fame and stay there?
Again, this is why I debunk that whole OJ situation. Neither one of them are entitled to give anything. But if we're going by that diatribe that you gave.
But you understand, everybody that is in Buffalo, when something bad happens, it's giving. Oh, Josh Allen's mother or grandmother passed away. Brand new wing for the hospital. Oh, this happened. Oh, hey, some child died. Oh, $17 to this fund. Oh, hey, you know what? So-and-so got us into the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. Let's contribute $17 to that fund. Oh, some flood happened down here in Texas. Hey, Poncho
it's a
died.
little bit.
Let's make sure big donation.
It's a little bit different though when it's a current. Hang on. It's a little bit different when it's a current. It's a little bit different when it's a current.
But you also
you're
see
talking about
Thurman
a current
giving.
player though.
But you're seeing Thurman giving. You're seeing Andre give. You're seeing all these other players give.
Marcus, I got him. Watch this.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Remember what my basis of my premise was when I mentioned all of those people, right? That's $17 that you talk about, and those proceeds that you talk about them giving another wing to the hospital. What people did that benefit the most? Who does that benefit the most? Go ahead and answer that.
The children.
Who?
The cancer patients, the children, who it's supposed to be.
Okay. William Richter, I can tell you this from experience, sir. Because guess where I worked for 5 years? Uh-oh. Where the killing comes. I worked for Kaleida, sir, for 5 years.
Yep.
I know how Kaleida works, sir. All that extra wing shit is bullshit. Let me tell you right off the rip. In fact, that whole Kaleida downtown move was to only genderfy neighborhoods. Marcus the Alphabets. Let me shine some light real quick, because you ain't around. I'll shine the light. Marcus the Alphabet. If majority of the people that work in a certain place is the other side of your palm, correct? And you have a place that is downtown where you have thousands of workers, and you're a city who has benefited the other side of the palm more than anybody, what do you do, Marcus? Oh, let's build the corridor downtown, and let's start building some little cute apartment buildings around the area so we can get those nurses and those people who work in that place to now keep that money in the city instead of taking that money that they get from the city and going to Orchard Park and spending it, or going to Kenmore and spending it, going to Williamsville and spending it. You ever heard of a smoke screen where one thing they throw a smoke bomb and in reality is something else going on somewhere else?
The old banana in the tailpipe.
Over here to catch your attention. That's exactly what that is, sir. Oh, we'll benefit. We'll throw this, that, and the third and donate to this, that, and the third, and an extra wing in the corridor of a hospital that we use to genderfy neighborhoods to keep the other side of the palm in the city so that we can keep the money that they make in the city. But you know what's so funny about this, Marcus? If that's the damn case, then how come they didn't just build the stadium downtown?
Okay. Look, this is one of those things there. I get it. People get passionate about it. And wherever you stand on this, look, the bottom line, the man is the 22nd leading rusher of all time.
Marcus, but it's deeper than that. That's what I'm telling you.
I got you. This is one of those ones there that can go a long time. We're about to wrap this up. NFL MVP, offensive player of the year, 5-time first team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time NFL rushing champion, 2-time NFL touchdown leader, 75th year anniversary leader on the 75th anniversary team, 100-year anniversary team. Okay? So when you just look at on the field accolades, on the field accomplishments, on the field, strictly on the field. Because if we start doing that, look, most of the players, most of the great players in the NFL.
I need you to catch the point.
Yes.
Of why I just went that deep.
I got you.
The point of the matter is that we, for some reason, I just did exactly what most media do, and that's enter politics into sports.
So wherever side of
All
the
I'm
fence
telling
that
you
you're on,
is it's not it's good. What's good for the goose is good for the
it's
gander.
good
If
for
you're
the
gonna
game.
add politics in sports, then do it
No,
all the way around.
no doubt about it.
All the way.
And if we're going to do this, there's a lot of guys. Okay, as I wrap this up, there's a lot of guys out there. Some of the greatest
It's
athletes
not
in
get
whatever
with it
sports,
all.
and one of in whatever sport that you want to talk about, they are not Boy Scouts. LT,
No.
Ray Lewis.
I was gonna
There's
say
guys
Ray
out there
Lewis
that
is
have.
the first one I
There's
could think
guys.
of right off the top.
So there's guys out
The
there,
New York
and
Packers
y'all
team.
adore them. Y'all adore them. And there's some
Should Ray
guys out
Lewis
there.
come off the
You
wall?
just talk about. That's what
Should
I'm
Ray
just
Lewis
saying.
come off the wall? Should Lawrence Taylor come
That's
off
what
the
I'm saying.
wall?
That's what I'm saying.
The New York
Dre, you
Packers
just
team.
mentioned it. Dre, you just mentioned it. This whole ordeal with Brett Favre stealing money from funds and stuff like that.
Hold on. Ask yourself why those organizations didn't take them off the wall. Why those places didn't take them off the wall? Huh?
Because they're
Why didn't they take them off the
they're
wall?
still bringing
Why
because they're
Baltimore ain't
still
take them
bringing
off the wall?
Yeah,
I'll tell you why.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. We ain't even got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's all we got for y'all tonight. Look, we got.
Why the city ain't take them off the wall? Why the
That's
city
all
ain't
we
take
got for
Lawrence Taylor off the wall, Marcus? Come on, man. See, that's what I'm
That's
talking
all
about.
we got.
Don't start
Why
no
is
shit.
Michael Irvin
That's
still
all
on
we
the wall?
got. But that's all we got for y'all tonight. We appreciate everybody coming through. There, make sure y'all check out some of the clips from this. Dre will be putting up clips. We will be doing another mock draft next week as we get closer to draft. We're in full blown draft season. Free agency's kind of dying down. There's a couple of things. There's still some players that are being talked about. I don't think we'll see them being moved until maybe the draft. But we're in full blown draft mode. Okay. We appreciate everybody who came through. Make sure y'all like and share the show. If you go back, rewatch the show. It's on Alphabets Football Show page, Rise Up Family page. We appreciate all the love and support. Everybody who comes out, contributes, and participate in the things we do. We really do appreciate y'all. Okay. We'll be back. Got a little bit heated. It's all good. That's what we do here. Love the sports talk. I love working with my guy here, the Torch. We will. This is not the end of this. We will be going further on this. And look, this has not been resolved yet. And when this is finally resolved, we will probably touch on this again. Okay. So everybody have a good night. I see William Ricker stepped out for a minute. That's okay. Appreciate William Ricker coming through, gracing us. My guy, my co-host, Andre the Torch Robinson. And we're about to get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all soon, okay? See ya.